this fight is 100% going ahead?
100% locked in.
So, I mean, obviously you've got to do your COVID test. That's probably the only thing. But you've been able to get the exemption already and stuff.
Yeah.
How hard was it to get the exemption?
Well, I was lucky. So Bellator, their legal team, put a letter together. I, obviously stating, my ranking, what I'm doing. So it's not like I'm just going over there for like, a little fight or something. It's for the Bellator world title. I'm representing Australia. So yeah, they put a very well-written letter together. And then I also attached my fight contract with it. So obviously put the exemption, applied for it online and linked Jamie and my partners to that. And mine actually came back and got approved, but they got denied. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, oh, no, I'll be flying over without coaches. But I'm like, hang on a minute, no, I'm not going over without coaches. It's like a football team going over that, without their coach or without half their players or something. It's just, yeah. So I actually reapplied Bellator, rewrote the letter on behalf of Jamie and Dion, just stating that obviously, they're my trainers and I need them there. So, yeah, I think whoever obviously processed the first one probably just didn't really realise that, okay, she's a fighter and she needs the coaches and that. But anyway, it all got approved. It was a bit of a process. You need your documents and your reasons. But, again, I feel like I'm very, very lucky because I know that they are rather strict with the exemptions and people are getting denied, travel exemptions, for purposes of funerals and, more personal type things. So I feel bad that I'm going over for a fight. The idea of someone missing a family member's funeral is just, so sad. And, I do feel
which is bad. Weird because they do try to sell it that you get the exemption for compassionate grounds.
Yeah.
A funeral would be a compassionate 100%. Ground. Like, this is what I'll never understand. Yeah. Like, I really don't understand. And then, as I say, I mean, you've got a title fight, but I mean, even like last week, the Australian cricket team went across to England to play a game of cricket, right? Yeah. Like, it's kind of like, as you say, like, you've got families that have lost family members and they're getting denied.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what's the protocol? So you get tested here before you leave or no?
No, so we fly over and I get picked up from the airport in a private vehicle. So my team and I, so we're segregated away from anybody else. We get taken straight to the casino hotel where I'll be fighting and we get COVID tested immediately and then locked into our room and quarantined until those tests come back negative. And then from there, we're allowed out, face masks the whole time, but only in the areas of the casino that are quarantined off by Bellator. So it's not like we can go into the pokey area or like the public areas where I guess all the people will be. But from what I hear, Connecticut, where the casino's at, is actually in lockdown. So I think it must be like a very much like, Victoria's situation at the moment. So just talking to other fighters, who've been over there just to try and get a feel for like what's happening, how it is. So we can be a little bit more mentally prepared that it's going to be completely different to any other experience that I've had before with Bellator.
And then you're going to have to obviously do 2 weeks when you get back, right?
Yeah, so we'll literally, fight on the Thursday night, which is Friday here because you lose the day. So Friday there we'll be flying. So I'll get back Saturday and then, our 2-week quarantine will start. So just thinking I've got a list of things. I've got a list in my phone of things that I'm going to do in that time. Like, I've already had to quarantine for 2 weeks when I got back from America. I was lucky enough to do that in my house. So I've got a gym and a kitchen and did a lot of organising and cleaning and training and that. But, I've got a list of things and I'll be very active on my social media, do a lot of live chats and bits and pieces and try and include a lot of people in that. And I've got a sports webinar thing that I've just signed up to as well. So, just keep myself very busy.